Hi, I wanted to take just a few moments to show you around the course and how to navigate it. So, when you click on the course in Canvas in on your dashboard, you'll be brought to this home page, which is a welcome to the course. You will see a couple of videos. One of these is this navigation video, so I hope you've watched both. I've also supplied to you a handful of buttons that will take you to our orientation module, which has to be completed this first week, then the syllabus, as well as course modules. In addition to that, I have provided all of my contact information. I've given you my office location, which is East Campus Building 4, 242, along with my phone number and my Atlas email address. That said, the quickest way to get a response from me is through the Canvas inbox. I ask that students respond to me there or to email me there, just so that your email does not go overlooked, because that's only messages typically from students. A little later on, I give you an Ask Questions Here link, which is a place where you can go and submit questions that you might have about the course. And then I have listed my office hours along with a Zoom link. During my office hours, you can contact me via Canvas inbox or Atlas or phone. If you would like to set up a Zoom, I'm happy to do a Zoom with you any of those days during that time frame. I just ask that, if at all possible, you give me about a 24-hour notice of what time during my office hour time frame that you would like to meet. That said, if you would like to meet via Zoom or telephone outside of those hours, let me know. I understand we all have differing schedules, and if I can schedule you in, I will. All right. The next thing I want to show you is the announcements tab. There's nothing here just yet, so if we clicked on it, it's not going to give us any active announcements. But each Monday, I will be providing you with a weekly announcement that tells you a little bit about the assignments, reminds you of due dates, and sometimes even provides additional resources, extra credit opportunities, and those sorts of things. So I encourage you to make sure that you are reading the announcements every Monday. In addition to sending out that message via announcements, I will also send both an email and a Canvas inbox message to you each Monday. They all say the same thing. They'll all include the same content. It's very important that you are reading that announcement. All right. I want to bring your attention to the syllabus. Here you will find detailed information about the course, grading policies, office hours. I go through the office hours and kind of what those could look like in a variety of situations. I would like to point out that when we're working on our major assignments, there's two of those for this course. One's worth 30 points, the other's worth 50. You can get 5 points extra credit by meeting with me to review your project before you submit it. In addition to that, I want to note that I mentioned office hours earlier, Monday through Friday, 1 to 3. In addition to that, I want to let you know that I respond to your messages typically within 48 hours, though I do my best to respond to you that same day or the very next day during my office hours if you email me. That said, on Saturdays and Sundays, I have a family, so I often take that time for family time. However, if you do have a situation that comes up on the weekend, just put in your subject bar something like urgent or important so that I know to go ahead and respond to that message if at all possible. Otherwise, I'll be getting to your messages Monday morning, kind of first thing. I am teaching on campus on Monday morning, so it might be a little later in the day on Monday, but I will do my best to get back to you as early as possible on Mondays if you were to email me on Saturday or Sunday. That said, as a reminder, if you would like to have a better possibility of me getting back to you over the weekend, put in that subject bar that it's urgent or there's a problem or something to that effect. Additionally, on the syllabus, I go over course outcomes, your textbook. There's nothing for you to buy. We'll be using the Valencia Reader along with resources that I'll be providing. Nothing you will have to pay for. I've also provided technology access skills. So distance tutoring, if you're struggling, you can click on this link and it'll take you to a landing page where you can get tutoring for this course or many of your others. And Ask a Librarian on one of our assignments, you will be conducting a little bit of research using Ask a Librarian would be very helpful to you. Then I've also provided you a Canvas resource links page. so that if you're struggling with Canvas, there's lots of information there to help you. And then finally, I have given you, I've reminded you that we'll be using MLA 9 format for this course when we are citing, completing works cited pages, those sorts of things. A few important dates. Our start date is January 8th. Our end date is April 28th. Our withdrawal date is March 15th, which means that you can withdraw up until end of day March 15th without any penalty to your grade. After that, there would be considered a withdrawal failing. And then some college close dates. We will be closed January 15th and then the 18th through 24. And then on February 9th, the college is open, but classes will not meet. That's a Friday. So if you have any in-person Friday classes, you would not be expected to meet on February 9th. In addition, I've provided you college policies for no-show, withdrawal, student code of conduct. I want to hit on academic honesty very quickly. We at Valencia want you to be intellectually engaged in your work and to be creating work that is individual of your expression. However, that means being academically honest. When you're being dishonest, that might look like acts or attempted acts of plagiarism, cheating, furnishing false information, forgery, alteration or misuse of documents, misconduct during a testing situation, facilitating academic dishonesty, reusing work from a different course or a course attempt, or misuse of identification. This is not an exhaustive list. It's just to give you an idea of what academic dishonesty might look like. Also, at this point, I'm sure that you are familiar with ChatGPT and other AI writing tools such as Bard, certain versions of Grammarly, and a number of others that have cropped up in the last year or so. Some writers are using these to enhance their writing and to write their work for them. However, in this course, you are not authorized to use AI writers, software, artwork generating programs to produce work for this class. As such, work written by AI writing tools is not your own original work and is not acceptable in this class. The first time you have an academic honesty situation, whether that is plagiarism, cheating, AI, the first time you'll get a 0 on the assignment. The second time it will result in an F in the course. So please make sure you're being mindful of academic honesty this term. I mentioned this earlier, but we will be using MLA 9 for documentation. I provided a link to Purdue Online Writing Lab, which is a great writing lab to help you with all of your MLA needs. If you're a student with a disability, I encourage you to reach out to OSD for accommodations. Just like if you're struggling with anything, we offer Baycare for our students. If you need some counseling or some extra help due to stress, anxiety, depression, you can click this link or call this phone number, and you are entitled to a number of free sessions to help you make it through the situation you're dealing with. Additionally, if you access the advising center, we might be able to help you if you're dealing with food, housing, or financial needs. I've also provided course policies. This is an online course for attendance, so we consider attendance in an online course, meaning that you are not just logging into Canvas, but actively submitting assignments. As such, it is expected that you will be an active participant in this course on a regular basis, completing your work regularly and on time. However, if something does come up, you have an extenuating circumstance where you're, not going to be able to participate in class, you need to reach out to me as soon as possible and let me know. If you know you're going to be unable to participate in class due to military obligations or something to do with a serious health condition, let me know that as well. And then if you have a prolonged absence of 1 week or more, continuation in the course will be determined on a case-by-case discussion between you and me. If you're an international student and you withdraw from this course, it could mean that your visa status to be in the country completing your education could be jeopardized. So please make sure you reach out to the International Student Services Office. For late work and makeup work, generally I do not accept late work in this course. However, you may be granted up to 3 extensions over the course of the semester. So if you have a week where you're really struggling, you would like an extension, all you have to do is send me a message in Canvas. As long as you have not used your 3, I will grant the extension. So you can assume that if you request an extension for an assignment that's due on Sunday at 11:59 and it's Sunday at 10 p.m., if you just send the message, I will grant the extension. We'll get back together and settle on how much time you're allotted for that extension. If you're beyond those 3 extensions, it's not as likely that that extension would be granted to you. You will have the opportunity to earn extra credit, as I mentioned before. For our major projects, you can get 5 points extra credit by having a conference with me. Additionally, other extra credit opportunities may be presented over the course of the term, typically within that announcement that comes out on Monday if I'm going to offer you something. I've also provided you the grading policy. This is a points-based course. There are a total of 200 points that you can earn. As such, to earn an A in the course, you must earn at least 180 points. A B would be 160 to 179, and a C would be 140 to 159. So even if an assignment is only worth like 10 points, that's actually 5% of your grade. So don't let small number totals, point totals for assignments make you feel like you shouldn't be taking an assignment seriously. All assignments should be taken seriously. I will also want to point out to you that I have provided you a calendar that if you click on this link, and eventually it's likely to populate here, there's a course calendar that tells you what we'll talk about each week and due dates. And then below that's another course summary that has all of those due dates as well. Before we go here, I want to show you 2 more things. First is the grade book. You should be checking your grades regularly. In the grade book, you'll be able to see what your grades say, and then also you will be able to see feedback from me. When we are over in Student View, let me get there. Just one second. Okay, so we're in Student View. So if we go to grades, your grade book will look a little bit like this. It'll have an assignment. Then you'll have little boxes that if you click on will provide feedback from me. You can go in and view grader feedback. We'll talk about viewing feedback in the next couple of weeks, but you do have a lot that you are able to see in your grade book. Then the next thing I want to show you is the modules page. Here's where all of your work will be completed each week. So when it's worth noting that this is a modules-based unit, and in order to gain access to your assignments, you do have to read through the module in order. So it has to be sequential. So you'll start on the very first page of each module. You'll read through it. You'll click next. You'll go on and so forth, all the way through so that you gain access to your assignments. If we go back over to that basic modules page, you will be able to see that now I've opened up the ones that I've looked at, and then I'm ready to move on to the next one. Additionally, in order to gain access from one assignment to the next, you do have to submit each week. Other than that, it's worth noting that modules open the Thursday the week before they're due. So if an assignment is due on January 21st, the module for that will open 10 days ahead, which would be January 11th, which is to allow you, if you'd like to work ahead a little bit. In addition to that, you are expected each week to make sure that you are completing all assignments. I hope this video has helped you out in kind of understanding the layout of the course and how things work. I will be providing reminders in those announcements about a lot of the things in this video, but I wanted to give you just a few minutes of my time to help walk you through the course, help you to acclimate in the course. I hope you all have a great semester in this course, and if at any time you need my help, please just let me know.